In the dawn of time, the first humans walked the earth. They were the pioneers of existence, exploring a world that was both new and ancient, untouched by the hands of time. These early humans lived in harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the earth. Adam and Eve, created by God, knew a paradise untouched by sin. They roamed freely in the Garden of Eden, a place of unparalleled beauty and peace. Every corner of this garden was a testament to divine creation, a sanctuary where innocence reigned supreme. From their union came two sons, Cain and Abel. These brothers were the firstborn of humanity, carrying the legacy of their parents. They grew up in a world that was still fresh and pure, learning the ways of life from the very essence of nature itself. Cain, the elder, worked the land, his calloused hands coaxing life from the soil. He was a farmer, dedicated to the earth, understanding its secrets and toiling under the sun to bring forth its bounty. His labor was a testament to human perseverance and strength. Abel, the younger, tended flocks, his gentle nature a balm to his sheep. As a shepherd, he nurtured his flock with care and compassion, guiding them through the pastures and ensuring their safety. His life was a reflection of gentleness and stewardship. Their lives, though different, were bound by the sacred tie of brotherhood. They shared a bond that was forged in the fires of family and strengthened by their shared experiences. Despite their different paths, they were united by blood and by the love they had for each other. Theirs was a world of simple beauty, a symphony of nature's wonders. The landscape around them was a canvas painted with the colors of creation, a place where every sunrise and sunset was a masterpiece. They lived in a harmony that seemed eternal. Yet, even in this Eden, the seeds of discord found fertile ground. Beneath the surface of their idyllic lives, tensions began to brew. The simplicity of their world could not shield them from the complexities of human emotions. Like a serpent coiled beneath a blossoming tree, envy took root in Cain's heart, poisoning the well of his soul. This envy, subtle at first, grew stronger with each passing day, turning brother against brother and setting the stage for a tragic conflict that would echo through the ages. The time came for Cain and Abel to offer the fruits of their labor to God. This was a sacred tradition, a moment of deep spiritual significance, where each brother would present the best of what they had cultivated and nurtured. Cain, with rough hands hardened by toil, brought forth the yield of the earth, plump grains and fruits bathed in the sun's golden light. His offering was a reflection of his hard work and the bounty of the land he had tirelessly worked upon. Abel, his heart filled with devotion and reverence, selected the firstborn of his flock, a lamb without blemish, its fleece white as the clouds above. This lamb was not just any animal, it was the finest, the purest, a symbol of his utmost respect and love for the divine. God, observing their offerings, looked with favor upon Abel's gift. The divine light shone brightly upon Abel, signifying the acceptance and pleasure of the Almighty. Abel's offering was more than just a sacrifice. It was a heartfelt gesture of his unwavering faith and devotion. It was a sacrifice made with a pure heart, a testament to his love and devotion. The lamb, pure and unblemished, symbolized the purity of Abel's intentions and his deep connection with God. But Cain's offering failed to find the same divine acceptance. Despite the abundance and the hard work that went into it, it lacked the deeper essence that God sought. It lacked the essence of true sacrifice, the spirit of selfless surrender. Cain's heart was not in the right place. His offering was more about fulfilling an obligation rather than a genuine act of devotion. This difference in the spirit of their offerings made all the difference in the eyes of God. While Abel's gift was embraced with divine favor, Cain's was met with disappointment, a reminder that true offerings come from the heart, not just the hands. Jealousy, like a venomous serpent, coiled tighter around Cain's heart. His brother's triumph was his own perceived failure. The laughter they once shared now echoed with bitterness in his ears. The fields, once a source of pride, now mirrored the emptiness gnawing at his soul. Cain, consumed by envy, allowed darkness to cloud his judgment. He forgot the bond of brotherhood, the love that should have bound him to Abel. In its place grew a monstrous resentment, a thirst for something he felt unjustly denied. One fateful day, Cain, his heart heavy with malice, lured Abel into the fields. Under the vast expanse of the sky, their father's silent gaze seeming to watch from the heavens, Cain struck. The earth, witness to their brotherhood, now drank the blood of Abel. Silence descended, heavy and absolute. The wind, once a playful companion, now whispered a mournful dirge. Cain, the deed done, felt the weight of his sin crush him. His brother's lifeless eyes stared accusingly, reflecting the enormity of his betrayal. Section 5. The weight of guilt. God, in his infinite wisdom, already knew of Abel's demise. His voice, filled with sorrow, echoed across the barren land. Cain, where is your brother Abel? Cain, his voice trembling, uttered the words that would forever seal his fate. Am I my brother's keeper? But his defiance was in vain. The earth itself bore witness against him, the blood of Abel crying out from the ground. Cain's punishment was swift and severe. Banished from the fertile lands he once tilled, he was condemned to wander, forever marked by his sin. Section 6. The mark of Cain. God, in his mercy, placed a mark upon Cain, a visible reminder of his crime and a shield against retribution. It would be a symbol of his sin, a burden he would carry for eternity. No hand would strike him down, but neither would he find solace or peace. Cain, forever branded, walked out into the desolate wilderness. Each step was a torment, every sunrise a reminder of his loss. The world stretched before him, vast and unforgiving, mirroring the wasteland within his own soul. Section 7. A restless soul. He was a fugitive in the world, his brother's blood a stain that could never be washed away. The land, once bountiful under his care, now yielded thorns and thistles. The animals, once his companions, now fled from his approach. He wandered the earth seeking solace, but finding none. The memory of Abel, once a source of joy, now haunted his waking hours and tormented his dreams. Cain's punishment was not just physical exile, it was the eternal torment of a guilty conscience. Section 8. Lessons from the field. The story of Cain and Abel, etched in the annals of time, serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of envy and rage. It teaches us that jealousy, if left unchecked, can fester and grow, consuming everything in its path. It highlights the importance of nurturing positive emotions within ourselves: love, compassion, and forgiveness. These virtues, like gentle rain on parched earth, nourish the soul and foster harmonious relationships. Section 9. Echoes through time. The tale of Cain and Abel transcends time and culture. It speaks to the very core of the human experience, reminding us that we all possess the capacity for both darkness and light. It's a story that has been told and retold for millennia, whispered around campfires and proclaimed from pulpits. It's a story that resonates with us because it reflects our own internal struggles, the battle between our better angels and our baser instincts. It's a reminder that the choices we make have consequences not just for ourselves but for those around us. Section 10. Facing our own darkness. The story of Cain and Abel challenges us to confront the darkness that resides within us all. It urges us to acknowledge the shadows within our own hearts, the envy, the rage, the resentment that can fester and grow if left unchecked. It's a call to self-reflection, a reminder that we all have a responsibility to choose love over hate, forgiveness over revenge, and compassion over indifference. Only then can we hope to break the cycle of violence and create a more just and compassionate world. Section 11. A seed of hope. In the annals of history, there are countless tales of sorrow and despair, stories that seem to offer no respite or redemption. Yet even in the darkest of times, there exists a glimmer of hope, a seed waiting to be nurtured and grown. Yet even in this tale of tragedy and despair, there's a seed of hope. This seed represents the resilience of the human spirit, the unyielding belief that no matter how dire the circumstances, there is always a possibility for renewal and growth. For it's through acknowledging our capacity for darkness that we can truly appreciate the light. The contrast between shadow and illumination teaches us the value of hope and the importance of striving towards the light, even when it seems distant and unattainable. Just as a farmer tills the soil, removing weeds and stones, we must cultivate the garden of our hearts. This process is not easy. It requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to confront the obstacles that lie within us. We must strive to uproot the negative emotions that can lead us astray and nurture the positive qualities that bind us together. By planting seeds of kindness, compassion, and understanding, we can transform our inner landscapes into flourishing gardens of virtue. It's a lifelong journey, one that requires constant vigilance and effort. The path is often rugged and fraught with challenges, but each step forward brings us closer to a state of inner peace and harmony. But it's a journey worth taking, for it leads us towards a brighter future, one where the echoes of Cain's sin are replaced by the harmonies of love and forgiveness. In this future, communities thrive on mutual respect and understanding, and the lessons of the past guide us towards a more compassionate and just world. This seed of hope, when nurtured, has the power to transform not just individuals, but entire societies. It reminds us that no matter how deep the wounds of history, healing is always possible. By embracing this seed, we commit to a journey of growth, understanding, and unity, ensuring that the light of hope shines brightly for generations to come.